to be in the mystery is like a really exciting place to be, whether it's the cutting edge of neuroscience or the cutting edge of like your own first person experience.
Right.
To me, I think it's thrilling to be in that place.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Modern Mandala. I am Erin, and I'm so excited for you to be here today talking about meditation in a modern world. I am joined today by two of my favorite people to learn from, and why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Leonard. I'm a faculty member here. Today we're here at Kripalu Center doing the Meditating Brain program. So I'm lucky enough to work here most days and teach a lot of different yoga and meditation programs.
Hey guys, my name is Andy Heiser. I am a cognitive neuroscientist. I study how people form memories for their life experiences. And this weekend we've been exploring how the brain and meditation are related to each other.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure.
So today we will be debunking some meditation myths that might be holding you back or someone you love. So share this with your friends and your loved ones so that if they're trying to build a meditation practice, they can get these out of the way and they can just get going.
The way I define meditation is that it's like exercise for our mind. You know, you can do strength training, you can do cardiovascular training, you can do flexibility and mobility training, and those have different effects. So meditation is like exercise for the mind, and doing a focused meditation or an open awareness meditation or a loving kindness meditation, they're all meditation, but they tend to have a different effect on your experience too.
I love that. I just wanted to hear from Andy about something that I find pretty interesting. In the world of science, I like to see the brain very similar to the ocean, where we only know so much so far, and there are so many questions left.
Our ability to actually study the brain, we've only really been able to do that in the past 100 years or so. And the modern techniques that we have today were really like fMRI and EEG. Those techniques were, EEG was invented in the 60s and fMRI was, I think, invented in the 80s. So that's just to say that we're really just at the tip of the iceberg in exploring the brain. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a bright future for studying the brain while meditating.
Love that. So one thing I just want to say about that is if you're at home and you have so many questions and that feels frustrating, just be immersed in that curiosity and keep getting excited, because we are the scientists. We have to ask the questions to get the answers. So if you have that question, that's amazing. Keep asking and it will be discovered. So these are things that either I've heard over this weekend or from people just all the time talking about meditation. So the first is, I can't still my thoughts. I'm a scatterbrain, so I can't meditate, right?
Almost every class that I teach, I'll lead a meditation, and there's a handful of people that said, you know, I really enjoyed it, but I just could not stop my thoughts. And so that's a very common misconception, is that the point of meditation is to completely calm or quiet your mind. And it might be to quiet it a little bit or calm it a little bit, but it's not very realistic for modern people to think that, or that it's even helpful to stop your thoughts. So many of the meditation techniques or traditions come from people who are renunciates, who are actually, their intention was to renounce the world. Most people that I meet actually like to have a family and job and friends and activities. So for those things to be a part of your meditation, I think it's healthy to include all of that as part of your meditation, because they're all things that you care about. And the way that I learned it is to embrace that and to welcome that.
From the neuroscience perspective, we know that you can train your attention in different ways. So even just practicing, focusing in on something or widening your lens, over time, if you keep practicing that, you're going to get better at it. So even if now it feels like, you're scatterbrained, and that's never really going to go away. Like, you're always going to have thoughts coming up, but there's a skill in transitioning between those states of bringing your attention back to your breath or whatever it is you're attending to. And the studies that we've talked about this weekend suggest that becomes easier as you practice more. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. So the next one we are going to debunk for you today is I can't sit still, or I have some type of medical condition that is stopping me from either sitting on the floor, sitting cross-legged, sitting upright in some way. So I can't meditate, right?
Any person, not even just meditation teacher, that tells you you shouldn't fall asleep if you're tired, or you shouldn't move if your body wants to move, be very wary of them. So again, the way I learned meditation is that we're following our natural rhythms and instincts. And I think this is a skill that's actually becoming more and more rare these days, is when you're tired, let yourself rest. When you have energy, let yourself move. And those rhythms will complement each other. I came from the school that move when it feels good to move, rest when it feels good to rest.
Perfect. Yeah, and one thing I love that Stephen always suggests is if you want to use a chair, if you want to sit on the floor, if you want to absolutely lay down, even if you want to stand or walk around. All of those are good options. It's just about the intention and what you're coming back to in your mind.
Yeah. And there's even moving meditations like Tai Chi or Qigong. For some people, their mind is much more able to drop into a meditative state when they're in motion too. So those are wonderful meditations also.
Sure. And the elephant in the room is yoga, of course. Yoga is our movement meditation.
The Ganesha
so there
in
it
the
is,
room.
the Ganesha in the room. So the last one we want to talk to you about today is a little broader, and I hope that it can help you there at home. So this one is, I had a totally different experience than what I was expecting, or I had a totally different experience from the person next to me meditating, or my meditation kept changing over time. Are these things normal, and am I doing it right?
Yes.
Yes.
The easy
right.
answer.
Yes is the simple answer. Yes, it's very normal for experience to be changing moment by moment over time.
And people are different than, everyone is different. Everyone's coming at this with a lifetime of different experiences. So, I mean, why should we have the same experience in meditation?
Absolutely.
One thing we've spoken about this weekend is, how genes can influence the way we see the world, with like how many light receptors we have in the eyes, and then also like the software of our experience. Like, what are the beliefs that you hold? What are your life experiences and your memories? And is it true that can also shape how you interact with like a technique like meditation?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you're bringing all of your life experiences into this present moment, and that's absolutely going to shape the way that you see the world.
Yeah.
And then, to your point, is it okay? Like, I was surprised by what happened. What I planned on happening didn't happen, or things that I didn't expect showed up. And it's really back to the same point we had earlier, to be willing to be surprised by your experience. I think it's a skill that's not talked nearly enough about.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for joining us today. We are here at Kripalu right now, enjoying this amazing weekend studying the brain at the Meditating Brain. And you can check out more information about this workshop, which hopefully we will be holding every year for the rest of time.
That's the plan.
At themeditatingbrain.com. Thank you for joining us, and thank you guys so much
Thanks, Erin.
for talking with me.
And I'm Sita, and I have been meditating for many years. I usually use a specific form of meditation, mantra meditation, and kirtan. So this was really expansive for me, having 4 different varieties to play with and choose from, and the invitation to be free-flowing and to include cultivating new experiences was really awesome. So I'm really looking forward to the next time we get together. The research information was really great. And I'm also interested in more of the esoteric, like the third eye and the auric field and the heart math, and taking it just from the brain into our whole field of who we are as human beings. Thank you.
Love that, Sita. Thank you so much.
My name's Mark Helfand, and I've been a casual meditator for perhaps 3 or 4 or 5 years. And I'm speaking to you now at the conclusion of the weekend meditation in the brain program at Kripalu, and I'm very pleased that I came and I managed to make it here. It's been just a wonderful weekend, very inspiring, learning an introduction to some of the scientific literature, supporting the benefits of different types of meditation. I think in addition to the conference here, the weekend experience at Kripalu is just absolutely wonderful with the wonderful food and the various sorts of classes available, and most importantly, all of the other very wonderful people here. I recommend it.